Test. I'm hoping the microphone is working. So if anyone else is here in the space, I would love for you to say something in the chat that sounds working. I do see a green bar. Let me see. Oh, that is not what I want to do. Just want to make sure you guys can hear me. I don't know how to edit anything. Once I'm in here, so I see a thumbs up. So maybe that means you can hear me. I hope. Because if I click this, you definitely can't hear me. Okay. All right. Well, as you all arrive, I just want to say hi, welcome. And if you want to just say your name or happy full moon in the chat, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm going to give it just a few more minutes before we drop in for others to arrive and also for us to settle in and arrive fully and just kind of releasing the day. So just setting up your space with your mat. I always recommend having blocks accessible to support your practice. So I would grab that as well. Hi, hello, hello. Happy you're here. Okay, I'm just making sure my phone, I'm gonna put it on silent. And might throw on some music. I'm not sure if I should or shouldn't, but I feel like kind of tapping into this energy, a little bit of music would be good. And so again, as you arrive, just making sure you have a mat. If you're on carpet, you don't need a mat necessarily, but always nice to have. Just listen to some positive flow music. Just kind of let it be in the background. Right. All right, so I am going to be back here. Hopefully, I think I can see the audio is working, which I'm deeply, deeply grateful for, being that last new moon eclipse, I filmed an entire class and had no audio the whole time. Which I guess for yoga practice, you can always follow along, but there are definitely some technical difficulties there. And I know I'm like a little scatterbrained. I'm just arriving. I'm just thinking of everything we might need for today's practice, and I feel grab an oracle deck as well. Okay, so you will need a piece of paper, a pen, and a journal, your mat, your blocks. I think that's all I can think of right now for practice. So hello, welcome officially to Rayne Movement. I'm Rayne, and this is our practice for the full moon eclipse in Pisces. And so we're just going to be kind of like doing a flow yoga practice that is honoring the structure of Virgo, which is kind of what we're moving into, and also the dynamic of Pisces. And so I kind of designed the practice that we will be going in a full circle in one direction and then a full circle in the other direction. So kind of like a moon salutation, but not quite. I like to kind of break the mold and not follow things exactly to a T, so it'll be slightly different, but kind of moving our bodies and playing with this idea of being in structure, right? And also in flow. And what I was thinking of before settling in here while I was walking my dog, Tallulah, I was thinking about like both of these qualities, and Virgo's earth and Pisces is water, and just kind of looking at those in our energy centers, in our chakras. And really, I feel like Virgo is such a root chakra energy of our feeling, just like it's like the building blocks of stability. Stability is like the word that just keeps coming to my head. Stability, stability, foundations, foundations. And then when I look and feel into Pisces, it's the our sacral, our inner emotions, and feeling into our emotions. So through today's practice, and as we go into Savasana at the end, just really kind of feeling into your level of safety, foundations, grounding, and structure, and also the flow within that. Okay. We'll do a whole series, one round, very structured, traditional asana, and then we will repeat the same flow, but playing with this idea of how we can like break the binds of the structure and just kind of create a little flowy movement within it. And yeah, so just kind of having a play with both of those dynamics. This is Tallulah, for those who don't know. Okay. So we're going to begin today's practice in child's pose at the back of your mat. And I have a feeling Tallulah's going to kiss my face all over once I'm down there. But if you have blocks, place them towards the top edge of your mat. You're going to need them soon. But for now, let's just take a moment to bring your knees as wide as the mat, big toes touching, and just slowly settling down towards the earth, grounding your forehead and just fully arriving. And I just want you to become very aware of the contact of your third eye, the space between your eyebrows resting on the earth, anchoring you fully to this present moment, to the earth, the ground beneath you, and how it holds you. And how right now you're safe in your home, in your space. So take a nice deep inhale into your rib cage, expanding your ribs out to the side as you breathe in. And then exhale, soften. And then inhale into the front of your chest, into your sternum, deep inhale. Exhale, soften. And then I want you to try to breathe into the back side of your body. So deep inhale into your shoulder blades area. Exhale, soften. And this final breath into your belly. Deep inhale into your belly. Exhale, soften. You can lift your gaze and bring your fingertips down onto the mat. So we're tenting our fingers here. You're going to inhale, lift your heart up just a little, gaze forward, and then exhale, bend your elbows and soften down. You're going to inhale, lift up, lift your sternum a little bit, exhale, soften. So creating a little bit of a wave here. Inhale, lift, exhale, soften. Inhale, lift, exhale, soften. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften. And this time, inhale, lift all the way up, roll through your spine, shoulders to ears. Exhale, roll your shoulders down and back. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, roll down and back. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then keeping your knees as wide as your mat, or even a little bit wider if you feel called to. We're going to create Sufi spinal twists, starting with our intention really in our hips. So you're going to inhale, tilt your pelvis forward, exhale, kind of go towards the left, tuck your tailbone, and move to the right. Inhale, pelvis tilts forward like you're dumping your pelvis forward, and then swooping, tucking in, round and back. So like those Sufi circles, but our focus is just in the pelvis and trying to isolate the pelvic area. Hands can be on your thighs or on your hips, whatever feels good. Just close your eyes, don't overthink the movement. And really this movement, a lot of it's coming from your low belly. So to really get that pelvic tilt, you want to contract your core muscles inwards. So we're activating our core a little bit here. It's not just completely willy-nilly softness, but right, feeling into the flow and the structure. The structure is our bones and our muscles, and like kind of playing with both dynamics. Go ahead and circle the other direction. That might feel odd, possibly. Just kind of circling here. And then circling back the other way, and I want you to let that movement kind of travel up your spine. So you full arch with your spine, full round and tuck your head. Inhale forward, exhale, scoop and contract. Inhale, open, exhale, round. Inhale, open, exhale, round, and then we'll go ahead and go the other way. Inhale, open, exhale, round. Don't overthink it. If it feels weird or different dynamic, that's okay. And just talk and soften that part of you that's all okay. All parts are welcome. One more round. Inhale forward, exhale, scoop. Just finding our way into cat-cow. Make sure your fingers are spread really, really wide, and your index fingers should be pointing towards the very top of your mat. Inhale, drop your belly, broadening your heart up and forward. Exhale, scoop and round. Really push the floor away to separate between your shoulder blades, chin to chest. Inhale, opening. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Come back to neutral. Walk your right hand forward, one handprint. Just a little movement forward. And then inhale, left hand forward. I might have said right, left hand forward. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, bend your left elbow and kind of hover underneath your body. Inhale, pushing up. Exhale, underneath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, right shoulder comes all the way down to the mat. And if you feel stable enough, slide your left palm all the way out and extend your arm. And I want you to think about first, before we go any further or deeper, dropping your left armpit more towards the floor. So squaring your shoulders off. Just breathing into your chest, into your shoulder. Notice what's there. 4 deep breaths. And then if this feels aligned for you, stay here. If you'd like to go deeper, you can take your left arm, start to wrap it around your back, and I want you to think about actively opening your left shoulder towards the ceiling. 3 more breaths. Inhale, release. Exhale, ground your hand. Inhale, push up, right arm reaches to the ceiling. Exhale, ground. We'll shift to the other side. And the only reason why I say bring your hand forward just a little bit is because when we're right underneath, it can kind of feel a little wonky depending on what's going on. So just having a little bit of extra space of bringing your right hand forward helps a little bit. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, underneath the body, hover. Inhale, push up. Exhale, under. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This time, left shoulder comes all the way down to the mat. Resting your head down and sliding right palm out and forward. Drop your right armpit towards the mat. 4 deep breaths. And an option here, you can stay here or bring your right arm behind your back and then rotate, open your right shoulder towards the ceiling as much as you can. And 3 more additional breaths. Inhale, release. Exhale, ground your hand. Inhale, push up. Reaching to the ceiling, and exhale, drop your hand down. Beautiful. We're going to find full puppy pose. So make sure your hips stay over your knees. So you shouldn't hinge back at all and put any pressure on your knees. And we don't want to dip forward, which also puts pressure on our knees in a different way. Everything's staying aligned here. You're just walking your hands forward as much as you can until you can rest your forehead either to a block, a book, a pillow, or to the mat. One more inhale. Exhale, keep your forearms down. Kind of create a little ripple through your spine. And you pull your low belly up and in to tuck your pelvis as you roll through your spine. Pelvis to the floor. Good. And then think about squeezing and pulling your shoulder blades back to meet each other. And then instead of looking straight forward or maybe kinking your neck to look at me, go ahead and tuck your chin in and gaze towards the top edge of your mat. And then think about pulling your low belly up and in off the floor a little bit. Again, we're activating this feeling of structure within the asana. 3 breaths. Really feel the earth under your palms, your elbows, your thighs. One more inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Slide your palms next to the sides of your chest. Inhale, little baby cobra lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push up. Exhale, just come to a tabletop. Inch a little bit more forward on your mat so you have plenty of space behind you. You're going to inhale, extend your right leg back. Exhale, just tuck your toes at the back of the mat. Create a little movement here, waking up your toes and your calf. And then we've been staying pretty linear here. So as you do this, if you kind of want to just drop your head, wiggle your torso from side to side, roll your head, just kind of stepping out of the traditional movement here. And then dropping your right knee down and just going to the other side, lifting your left leg back as you inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes and just creating that gentle movement, waking everything up. And again, you can find a little softness in your torso while you do that at the same time. Beautiful. And then go ahead and drop your knee down and we'll find our first downward dog. So take your time to get there. Walk it out on the spot a little bit. Rotate your head from side to side. A few deep breaths. And beginning to walk your feet to your hands, taking as many little steps as you need to. Coming into a forward fold towards the top of your mat. And really deep bend your knees here. Let your body hang. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, long spine, halfway lift, gazes down towards the floor. Exhale, bend your knees, soften and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Last one, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, slowly roll up one vertebra at a time, coming all the way up to stand. Roll your shoulders down and back. And just fully arrive into Tadasana here. So palms forward, fingers spread wide. Look down at your toes, try to spread your toes out as much as you can. And then try to plant one toe down at a time, starting with your pinky toe. Pinky, and then the next one. Notice how the middle two like to stick together. Anchoring your big toe down and just arriving here, softening your gaze, or if you feel safe to, closing your eyes. Just feeling into your body. Standing here in structure and form like a stable mountain. It's that Virgo energy, right? Activate your biceps, your triceps. Try to knit your ribcage closer in a little bit towards each other, tightening up your core muscles as if someone's going to punch you in the stomach. Activate your quads a little bit more, maybe squeeze your glutes just a little bit. Almost like we're holding on to control within our body. Let your breath be soft. Deep inhale through your nose. Soft exhale through your mouth. One more deep breath. How can I release control? Just a thought to play with through the series, through this asana. How can I surrender more? Which has been the theme here on my YouTube channel for the month of August, which is truly right now with this full moon, what can I let go of? How can I release control more? I'm going to take a nice deep inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, palms to heart center. On your next inhale, you're going to shift your weight into your right foot, lift your left leg up. Inhale, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, right away we're going into Virabhadrasana 3. So you're finding balance and stability and grounding really fast. Take your time. The transitions are sometimes more important than the asana, so you don't have to rush to meet me where I am. Take your time. Take a deep inhale if you're in Virabhadrasana 3. Exhale, bend your supporting knee, step back into high lunge. This doesn't have to be a really big high lunge. Just arrive here for a moment. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop your back heel, opening into Virabhadrasana 2. Gaze forward, pull your low belly in to slightly tuck your pelvis, protecting your low back, shoulders stacked over hips. Inhale, straighten your front knee. Exhale, begin to shift your hips back as you reach forward like you're going to grab something before you, and then coming down into Trikonasana. And even once you arrive here, think about pulling your low belly in and not arching and letting everything kind of go willy-nilly here. So we have strength, stability. And your next inhale, come back up, pivoting your front toes to the side of your mat. Reach your fingers to the ceiling. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, folding all the way down. Bring your weight into the balls of your feet, meaning you should be able to lift your heels just ever so slightly and then let your body fold forward. You can grab your elbows, sway from side to side. And then left hand can come to the floor or to a block, which I preferred, and you place it right underneath your face. Take an inhale here once you're aligned. Exhale, reach your right arm to the ceiling. Left hand's on the block, right hand reaches up. And then if your hips, like mine, are starting to open up to the right, try to drop your right hip down and square your hips back off. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop your hand as your hand drops, your back toes, your left toes open up for you to sink into Skandasana. Palms together, breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, face the back of your mat. Right hand comes down, pivoting into twisted high lunge. Reaching your left arm to the ceiling. Take an inhale, lengthen more to the ceiling with your fingers. Exhale, ground your hand. Inhale, bend your back knee. Exhale, just step into forward fold at the back of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, palms to heart center. Shift your weight into your right foot. We come into tree pose. Option to kickstand your left toes to the mat, or slide your left foot to your calf, or heel all the way up as high as you can to your inner thigh. If your foot's going to slide, like mine always does, you can bring your foot to your calf. Slow breaths, don't hold your breath. Then take an inhale, bring your knee forward, flex your foot. Exhale, right hand goes to the outside of your left knee, left arm reaches out to the side. And then when you're ready, you're going to try to look to your left. And then if you feel stable, left hand can go behind your back and you can start to deepen the twist. One more inhale. Exhale, release, step your foot back into Virabhadrasana 2. So now my back's to you, so you're facing the other side of your mat. Inhale, straighten both knees, both toes turn out. Exhale, bend both knees, goddess pose, sink low. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squat down. Inhale, open. Exhale, bend. Inhale, open. Exhale, bend. Next time, inhale, straighten. Back toes point towards the top edge of your mat again as we come back to Virabhadrasana 2. So you're facing the top of your mat. From here, we're going into half moon. Take your time. You're going to start to transition your weight forward and start to push off your back leg, coming into half moon. Again, you can bring a block under. I don't know if you guys can see me. I know I'm kind of hiding now in the corner. Deep inhale. Exhale, foot plants, and we just find forward fold. That's one whole circle. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, palms to heart center. All right, we're going to take that all to the other side. You need to shake it out a little, shake it out. Whew. Right. Inhale, reach both arms up. Left leg lifts. Right leg lifts. Woo! My right and left tonight. I am sorry, guys. Exhale, come back. Virabhadrasana 3. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your supporting knee, step back, high lunge, reach to the ceiling. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop your back here, heel, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, straighten your front knee. Exhale, start to reach forward, Trikonasana. Inhale, come back up, front toes pivot to the side of the mat. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold all the way down. Keep your weight more forward than you think. If you need that block for your twist, set yourself up. Inhale, right hand goes underneath your face. Exhale, left hand reaches to the ceiling. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop your hand, right toes turn out as you sink into Skandasana. Pivoting to the back of your mat, left hand grounds, coming into twisted high lunge, reaching your right arm to the ceiling. One more inhale, try to send more energy up, up, up towards the ceiling. Exhale, ground your hand. Inhale, bend your back knee. Exhale, step into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Bring your weight into your left foot, finding tree on the other side. Right knee comes forward as you flex your foot. Take an inhale. Exhale, left hand grabs to the outside of your right knee. Right arm reaches out to the side. When you're ready, try to bring your gaze to look at your right hand. And if you feel called, you can wrap your arm behind your back. You're doing great. If you fall out, it's okay. Just come back. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Deep inhale. Exhale, release. Stepping back into Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, both heels in as you reach to the ceiling. Exhale, bend both knees. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2, facing the top edge of your mat. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, shifting forward. Again, you can find a block if you need it. Prepared. Coming into half moon. Take your time. Woo. My balance is wobbly on this side, guys. If you're falling out, so am I. Take one more inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, palms to heart center. So we're going to take that all one more time. And as we flow through this round, we're going to try to create a little watery element to it. So just a little bit more playfulness. Right? Here we go. Inhale, reach both arms up. Shift your weight into your right foot. Left knee comes up. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 3. Send your arms out to the side if you can, and just kind of creating a wave with your arms. Still breathing. Take an inhale. Exhale. Step back into high lunge. Let's inhale, lengthen through your fingers. Exhale, bend your elbows. Round your spine, bring your palms together. Open up, inhale. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Exhale, elbows. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, drop your back heel, Virabhadrasana 2. And then we're just going to create, again, those little waves with your arms reaching forward and back. Inhale, straighten your front knee. Exhale, reach forward into Trikonasana. We're just going to create circles with our arms here. So you're going to take an inhale, reach forward. Exhale, loop around. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Pivoting your front toes to the side. Exhale, fold all the way down. And stop and pit the back knee. We have our block ready. Left palm goes on the block. Inhale, reach your right arm to the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Pivot your left toes to the back of the mat. Bend your left knees, Skandasana. And here you can do whatever feels good. You can kind of play with your arms, create a little movement. Maybe pet a furry critter in your space. Pivoting to the back of the mat. High lunge. Left arm reaching to the ceiling. Deep inhale. Exhale, step into forward fold. Let your body hang. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Bring your weight into your right foot, finding tree. Reach your arms to the ceiling, keeping tree. And then just kind of letting a little sway happen in your torso, a little play. And then bringing your knee forward, inhale. Exhale, right hand goes to the outside of your knee. Look to your left, possible twist. Deep inhale. Exhale, left foot steps all the way back. Virabhadrasana 2. Create a little wave-like motion forward and back. Good. Straighten both knees. Inhale. Both toes are pivoted out. Exhale, low goddess squat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. You're facing back to the top edge of your mat. Creating space for half moon. Take your time. Deep inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms towards. As we shift through the other side, I'm going to say less other than the asanas. And it's an invitation. You saw how I was breathing flow. I want you to just do whatever feels good in each asana. Still be mindful of your body and protecting your body. But just like, how can I let go of control more and not overthink it? Here we go. Weight in your left foot, right leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 3. Step back, high lunge. This is the one part we'll do together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Round your spine, reaching forward. Open. Woo! Reach up, inhale. Exhale, bend and round. Open and up, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, drop your back heel, Virabhadrasana 2, and then just creating that wave-like motion and play. Keep going. Let go. We don't want to hear that right now. Inhale, straighten your front knee. Exhale, Trikonasana. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, sweeping down and around. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Toes are pointing to the side edge of your mat. Weight in the balls of your feet. Right hand grounds. Inhale, exhale. Left arm reaches up. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Pivoting right toes to the back of your mat. Move all the way down into that Skandasana. And again, you can do whatever feels good here. Move, sway, play, hang. And then slowly pivoting around into high lunge, reaching your right arm to the ceiling, twisted high lunge. Deep inhale. Exhale, stepping forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms together. Shift your weight into your left foot, finding tree. Right knee comes forward, inhale, exhale, twist. Release, step back, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, straighten your front knee. Both heels in, toes out. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, top of your mat, Virabhadrasana 2. Last chance to create a little flow. Don't overthink it. Take an inhale. Exhale, half moon. Take your time in this transition. Deep inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, rise. Reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms to heart center. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Heels in, toes out. Inhale, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, sink all the way down into Malasana. You can adjust your stance if you need to. You can also sit on a block if you feel called. Just take a pause. You could stay here, or left hand comes down, reach your right arm up, and then just like swaying side to side, playfully, not overthinking it, just creating little movements. Once you're even and you feel satisfied, you'll just come center and then come down to a seat on the floor. Extending your legs, give your knees a little massage, a little love. Inhale, lengthen up through your spine. Exhale, reaching out and folding forward. What can you let go of? What can you release? It's not allowing you to feel safe in your body and your nervous system. What can you surrender? You don't have to hold it together all the time. You're safe to let go. Slowly coming up. Bend your right knee, hug it in nice and close. Take an inhale, lengthen through your spine. You can even lift your left arm up. Exhale into a twist. Slowly unravel, taking it straight to the other side. Inhale, tall spine, reach your right arm up. Exhale, hug your knee, find your twist. Slowly unravel, scooting forward on your mat to make space. So come all the way down to the mat, hug your knees in, and just creating a little sway from side to side, massage your low back on the floor. If you feel like you've been holding your breath, really let out a sigh. We'll come into happy baby. You can hold on behind your knees, shins, ankles, big toes with two peace fingers. As long as you can feel your shoulder blades on the mat and your tailbone on the mat, you're good. We don't want to curl up and in. We want to feel all of our spine down. And then tuck your chin in a little bit. And from here, once you find that nice alignment, you can sway a little. Or just be still. Slowly bring your knees together. Come into a spinal twist. Arms out wide. Take a nice deep inhale. Then exhale, let your knees drop to the left. Gaze to your right. Really think about this twist happening from your belly button. So it's almost like you're trying to get the backside of your right rib cage back down to the earth. Inhale, bring your knees back up through center. Exhale, finding your way to the other side. And take an inhale, coming back to center. And then exhaling into Savasana or Supta Baddha Konasana, whatever feels better to you. So either soles of your feet together, knees open, hands in your sacral energy space, so just below your belly button, or extending your legs, opening your arms to the side, palms up for surrender. So it's up to you what you want to lean into, your emotions, and bringing in awareness to the sacral chakra, or just letting the earth hold you and finding full surrender here. So listen inward, find what feels best in this moment, and then just settling in. An invitation to just maybe visualize this big full moon, eclipsing, seeing an eclipse as it's illuminated, and just thinking about what's been eclipsed this last 2 weeks, and just what's really come into your awareness. What are you working on? What are you releasing? What has drastically changed or shifted since this all started these last 2 weeks? For me, I know there was a big change in my life, and so just listening and reviewing that all in your head, and then allowing yourself to process any emotions that might be there with that thing that's coming up. So water element, Pisces, wants to feel, so let it go. You're safe. So let's just listen in and let things move. You can stay here as long as you need. If you feel ready, take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Taking your time to come up to a comfortable seat. Once you're in a comfortable seat, dropping back into meditation. So I invite you to close your eyes again right away. But there's no rush as we're moving into our next space. I'm going to pull an oracle card for us as a collective. So take your time. And so place both hands on your chest, on your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Give it some love and gratitude. Let's take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Opening your eyes when you feel ready, coming back to this space. And if you haven't already, grabbing a piece of paper or your journal for some journaling prompts. We won't necessarily sit here and journal on all of them, but I want you to be able to write down these questions, and I'll also put them in the chat and in the comments later. But first, the oracle card I picked was Honored Gaia. And I know I'm like super far away. You're probably not going to be able to see that image whatsoever. But it's really pretty. It's a tree with a woman's face and like antlers coming out, and just like this portal coming out of her mouth and down into the earth. There's a dragon, and there is a phoenix, which is like the fire element. Which, before I even read the card, I really love this idea of the dragon and the phoenix, and they're both yellow for like the solar plexus area. Because I feel for a lot of us, this eclipse was extremely powerful and disrupted our nervous system in really deep ways and in different ways for everyone. And I pray that we all found what was causing the disruption and was able to release it out of our lives. The thing, the person, the experience, whatever it was or is, that was creating this heaviness in your heart, anxiety, stress, disrupting your peace, this dark cloud of heaviness that this eclipse, these two eclipses really highlighted. I pray that you were able to release it. That is the phoenix. The phoenix comes from the ashes, right? It grows from the ashes of what we've burned, of what has fallen away. And it's such a beautiful message of just transformation and rising above whatever that was. It wasn't serving us, even though it might be really sad. We might grieve it, we might miss it. Maybe it was a habit. or like I said, a person, relationship, work dynamic, friendship. We can grieve it and miss it, and yet know that it needed to be removed from our lives so that we could step into the phoenix within us again. So whatever was burning away in this time, trust that was meant to. And so the meaning of this card is honor Gaia. So let's actually look up what it says. The earth upon which you dwell is more than just a rock covered in water, stone, and dirt. The earth beneath your feet, the mountains, the forests, the rivers, lakes, oceans, and the air that you breathe are all part of the magical living entity that is Gaia. She is our eternal mother, our provider in our home. Gaia gives us life. Without her, we would not be here. Honor Gaia by seeing the truth of what she is. Honor Gaia by loving her as you love yourself. And I find this really fascinating because I actually was showering last night and I thought about this and I said it to my coworker today. Just like, imagine if we all treated Mother Earth like a pregnant woman. Just think about that dynamic. When you see a pregnant woman, or just like what's going on in there of safety, of food, of everything that is vital for this life to grow within your mother that held you. That is Mother Earth. She supplies the air we breathe, the structure around us, the food we eat, and just, and her work with God, right? Because there is the divine masculine in that as well. So I love this card as a reminder, especially as we step into Virgo season, while we're essentially, we're moving into Virgo. I think we just entered Virgo. Which is around that structure, right? And the foundations in the earth. So this is beautiful. I love that. So let's go into our journal prompts. And again, I'm going to read each of them 3 times. And then if you want to start journaling on them, you can, because I think I won't type them in the chat because I believe that doesn't stay. At least I can never see the chat later. So once we close, I'll put them in the comments so that you can look at that. So the journal prompts are: where in my life am I holding too tightly or trying to control the outcome? Where in my life am I holding too tightly or trying to control the outcome? Where in my life am I holding too tightly or trying to control the outcome? Question number 2. What truth has quietly been rising within me that I can no longer ignore? What truth has quietly been rising within me that I can no longer ignore? What truth has quietly been rising within me that I can no longer ignore? Last question. This one's a long one, so I might actually read it 3 times. I'm sorry, 4 times. If I trusted that I'm being guided, what would I allow myself to release? And what would I allow myself to receive? If I trusted that I'm being guided, what would I allow myself to release? And what would I allow myself to receive? I think 3 times is enough, so I'll read it one more time. if I trusted that I'm being guided, what would I allow myself to release? And what would I allow myself to receive? And a little ritual that you can utilize here if you want to take a glass of water and speak to it. Do the ick. What are you chewing on? Ick, drop it. If you want to speak to it while you're releasing, and say it 3 times. I release this, I release this, I release this into the water, and then go outside and pour it into the earth. The earth can alchemize it, right? Of what I was talking about with that phoenix. Take it so that we can create space for what we want to receive. So, I want to thank you all so much for being here, whoever joined me and lasted all of class. I know that class is a little bit more challenging than I've offered here in a while, so I hope you were careful. I hope you were mindful. I hope you listened to your needs in your body. That's always what I ask for here or in any space that I teach in, of just listen to your body, do what feels good, throw out what doesn't. You can literally just be present with me and do your own flow and then end together so that you don't feel alone. It's okay. Like, all is okay. All is accepted. Tallulah, what do you have? Tallulah's been a little bit of a stink butt today. Ick. And I pray that she didn't disrupt your Savasana like she disrupted mine. She got my boyfriend's chapstick and was chewing on the plastic, and I had to go get it from her. So hopefully me getting up in that moment didn't disrupt you too much. But yeah, so let's just tune back in for a moment. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Just come back in. And no matter how painful it is or was, I really invite you to bring some gratitude to whatever was eclipsed in or out of your life in the last 2 weeks. Bring gratitude to the experience of being able to feel all aspects and ranges of our emotions, to be alive in this human experience. Thank God we can feel. Thank God we are here, living and experiencing. For those that aren't with us anymore, and those that are supporting us and holding us, our ancestors, our spirit guides, God, Gaia, that they are here always with us, with you, egging you on, supporting you, just loving you unconditionally, just constantly reminding you that you're not alone. We are here and you are living for us, through us, with us. Just deep gratitude. So we'll close our practice as always. I close with one sound of Om followed by 3 Shantis. So let's inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Next inhales for the mantras. Deep inhale. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May peace be with you always. I am grateful for each and every single one of you. Thank you for joining me today. And I'll see you in a class very soon. I'll go ahead and share next month's theme for my channel is authentic expression. So the yoga practice, the sacred dance fusion, the soul movement, which is already recorded and scheduled for next week, is all around authentic expression. So activating our throat chakra, our creativity, and our authenticity, and speaking our truth from a place of love, not a place of ego, or being silenced by our ego, because it kind of can do that. So thank you. And if you enjoyed today's class, don't forget to comment down below. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Again, my name's Bailey, and I'm just happy and grateful to be on this planet with you, on this earth with you, moving from our hearts together and being on this spiral of healing. It's exactly that. It's a spiral. So I hope you have a beautiful evening. Have a wonderful full moon eclipse in Pisces. Feel whatever you need to feel all night. Get a bath, maybe a salt bath, and enjoy. Okay. Bye, guys.